to our channel. So today we have the, oh jeez, it's upside down.
It's the upside down!
We're building the upside down. So
this was a set that I was very bummed we didn't get when it was available. So we here in North Bay, Ontario, luckily have a Lego dealer, if you will.
We've got a Lego guy.
A Lego guy, yeah. So he had the upside down and was quite reluctant to sell it, but we were able to sweet talk him into selling it to us. So we thank Jazz. Thank you, Jazz.
So this set comes in at 2,287 pieces. It's a 18 plus build, and it's like probably one of the most unique builds because it's like two separate builds. You put it together and you can display it either way.
Yeah, so it's two separate books. So you build one side, you build the other side, and then you just click them together. And something actually quite cool and unique we noticed, Stranger Things on the box was written on the top and on the bottom. As you
top
can,
and bottom.
Yeah, top and bottom, which is pretty cool. Just a kind of little Easter egg, and it has all the minifigs. So it's got 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 minifigs. Lots of Easter eggs if you are a Stranger Things fan. So.
Yeah. So we obviously have not opened this yet. This is a brand new sealed package. It's now officially a rare and retired set, so we're super stoked to have it brand new. Mm-hmm. And we're going to pop it open, see how many bags, and see what we're working with.
Yeah, let's do it.
Ouch!
Oh my god. Alright.
Moment of truth.
Moment of truth. I can't believe we opened it. Wow.
Whoa.
I'd say this is probably one and this is the other.
Think so?
Yeah, probably. So don't open that box, but don't empty it.
Because I think the instructions and stuff are going to be in
And, yeah, and they may be labeled like 1 to whatever in 2 different books. Okay, grab the book.
It's the books and the stickers.
Okay.
And then what are our numbers in here?
Yeah, 1.
Yeah.
Just keep those away. So yeah, so that's interesting. So each set is, it's not like 1 to
1 to 40.
Yeah, it's 2 separate builds completely. That's very neat.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, stickers.
Alright, so as always, we'll throw the stickers up on screen now.
Yeah, very cool.
That's sick.
Yeah, they both say like classified on
And the stickers are actually identical, just one's kind of grayed out.
Oh, neato, yeah. So they're like almost identical replicas of one another.
Yeah,
like
that's
it's
very
got
sweet.
a Jaws poster that's black and white. Cool. All right. Like, well, I guess we will just start with 1.
Classified.
Yeah, and that one's just like the dark version.
So is this the top then?
This would be 1, yeah. So this would be the nicer version.
Okay.
And then we go to the bottom.
Okay.
Alright. Well, that's very cool. So, I guess what we'll do is we'll have, like, well, at the very end, we'll synopsis or how many bags. So, how many bags in the first?
So 11.
11. Yeah, there's 11 total.
Okay, so that's good.
That is, yes. So, still funny. Still Easter egg.
Yeah.
11 total.
I accept that.
Yeah, me too. Not bad. That's a decent size set.
Lego pieces.
Alright.
So we're back for another commentary. This is the second time we've done this. So This is the first time we're seeing this footage together.
Yeah. I like how I start eating a huge bag of freaking peanut butter M&Ms. They're one of our faves. And I'm wearing the same sweater that I was wearing in this video.
Yeah, when did we film this? This is like 4 months ago?
This is a long time ago, but this is a set that we've been wanting for a really long time. I know we've talked about him before, but our local guy was Jazz was willing to sell us this set, and it's a unique, hard to find, rare set, so we were pretty stoked to open this guy up and build it.
Yeah.
So I liked that each bag had a different minifig in it, so you start out with Hopper.
And Hopper's car.
Yeah. So I thought it was pretty interesting that we started out with kind of some additional pieces rather than the structural pieces. So yeah, you start out with Hopper and his cool little police car. And the bicycle, which I thought was really neat too.
Yeah, the bicycle is really sick. You can put a minifig on it and it's like counterbalanced so it doesn't fall over.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, this set was super sick. Right off the hop, like opening it up, like it's chock full of Easter eggs. I think the first one we noticed was that there's 11 bags.
Yes.
To build.
Yeah, which was really neat. And as we go through and build it, I don't know, some of you may know that it is 2 parallel builds. So you build the house, but you build it twice. So it actually comes with 2 books, which is 2 separate builds, which we thought was really, really neat. And then the last step was you put it together, and so you can display it either side, up or down, but the car will stay upside down like the upside down, which we thought was really, really neat.
Yeah, it's a good set for couples like us to be building, because we could have built both houses at the same time.
Right.
We chose to do it the way we always do, but it gave us options at least.
Yeah, it's a dynamic build, right? Like if we were to say break it apart and do it again, we might build it like simultaneously together. But yeah, it was really neat to be able to see all the Easter eggs. And ultimately, like I said, you build it twice, but one is in real life and one is in the upside down. So it's all just, it's darker pieces. Sorry, I was just laughing at you.
Yeah, playing with the truck.
Playing with the truck, yeah. So then the next minifig was Mike, I think.
Yeah, it's Mike.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I didn't like about this set, was that it really should have had Steve the Hare Harrington.
Oh god, I would have loved if it had Steve in it.
A little Steve minifig would have been great.
Yeah, he was really the only one. Steven, maybe Winona Ryder? I don't remember her name, but the mom.
The mom's got a fig.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
Oh shit, see how it's been so long since we built it. Yeah, so here we're building the base of the house, which has not just the house itself, but it also has a little bit of a yard in the front of it. Because in the upside down piece, I think there's a tree. So like, it's been so long since we've built it, it's hard to remember what the heck we were doing. Oh, another minifig. There's Mom. Yeah, there's Mom. You're right.
Yeah, another thing about this set that was pretty cool is just the height of it. Like, because the house itself isn't too big, but once you add the tree and the second house.
And that's how they actually connect together, is it has like 2 big trees on either side, which ends up being the legs. So when you flip it either side, it stands on the legs of the tree.
Editing the footage, I get a little more audio than you guys do, because we added music and stuff like that after, but we were watching Stranger Things while we were building, and then we switched over into Yellow Jacket.
Yeah.
So we didn't watch too much Stranger Things, but we've seen it.
Yeah. But you can see us putting the stickers on, and that was one thing that I know I mentioned it earlier, but on the sticker package, it is all of the same stickers, but they are just from the upside down. So it has all the same stickers, the alphabet on the wall, it's just their...
Kind of like black and white,
Exactly,
eh?
yeah, exactly, almost like the reverse color, which is really, really cool.
Yeah, the reverse color, or even like just the absence of color.
Exactly.
In the upside down,
Yeah. Oh, you go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say that piece, the kind of the talking board, the Ouija board with the lights. It actually has a light up Lego brick that we haven't added yet, but later in the video we'll add that. And that's a really nice feature, I think.
It is, yeah, I agree. It really makes a huge difference in the darker version of the house and the upside down. It really brightens it up. And one thing that I keep saying one thing, but another thing I guess I have noticed over the past handful of builds that we have purchased and built, the big Stranger Things piece is a printed piece. And that's all of them are like that. Recently, I find that having a display piece for the minifigs is really, really cool. We are trying to find an actual display for our minifigs for the other sets that have just come with them that don't have a spot for them. But a lot of the sets, the Ghostbuster set and a few others have a little base for all your minifigs, which I think is really, really neat. A nice way to display them. Is it a printed piece?
No, it's a sticker.
It's a sticker?
Yeah.
Nah.
The Stranger Things sticker, yeah.
Scratch that. I was wrong. Regardless.
The, we haven't quite got there yet, but I'm just remembering the piece that the sticker for the Stranger Things logo goes on. It's kind of the same piece you see on a lot of the bigger sets for like displaying the name. That's actually what the roof panels on this set are made out of.
Yeah.
So I remember going through the steps and having like 50 of these little blue panels. And it's really neat to see how they use the same piece for different purposes. Yeah,
really, really cool. And we actually just recently sorted through all of our spare and extra pieces. There you go. And it's interesting to see like how they've used different pieces for different, same pieces for different things. So we've got like cups and forks and things like that. And we're like, where did these come from?
Yeah, a lot of little extra pieces when we do these sets.
Yeah, oh, there's the string lights.
Oh yeah, that was a cool function of it too.
Yeah, it was hard to
get them all lined up.
Yeah,
right?
it was hard to get them all lined up properly, and because they're all just little dots that you kind of put in, but some hang down and they're different colors, and that's what lights up when you turn the light on, but it does make it look like string lights, which is really neat.
I think this is the roof, yeah. It's kind of a two-tiered roof. One piece kind of covered the like the attic of the house, and then the second piece was the roof, but
more stickies. That's all the crazy stuff that she wrote on the walls.
Yeah.
And bricks too, like the side bricks were stickers, I think. Oh, here we go. Building the other one.
Building the other one. So we got a little Will Byers minifig there.
Because he's in the upside down?
Yeah, standing off on his own.
Yeah. And like Bench said, there is 11 bags, and 11 is in the 11th bag.
Yeah.
Which, again, another cute little Easter egg, which we thought was cute.
Yeah, she's got her little Eggo waffle she's holding.
Wearing her little pink dress.
Yeah.
And there is a Demogorgon minifig too, which we thought was neat. We're big into the minifigs nowadays, so like to find unique and interesting ones are they're obviously hard to find one, and just they're so unique. We started with the Disney blind bags, which has been really fun. To be able to kind of feel them out, the amount of hours we spent in stores feeling in the bags to try and find the right ones. But
yeah, word on the street is the next blind bags are going to be Marvel, so we're looking forward to that. But we also heard they're getting rid of the bag packaging, so it might be a box now, and they are trying to make it so you can't feel your way through them.
It's almost impossible now. But
yeah, you'd be better off to buy like the 6-packs.
In hopes to get one that you don't already have.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are building obviously sped up, but it is, like I've said already, almost exact replica of the previous house. So when you put it together, it is a beautiful display piece. It's one of my favorite ones to have in our cupboard, but it doesn't really come together until the very end.
Yeah, and it's a mirrored replica of the house because it's upside down, right?
Yeah.
So we're building it left to right,
yeah,
where the last time we built right to left.
Yeah. And you can tell all the pieces, like on the previous one, they were like beige and brown and green, like the house would be. These ones are all gray and blue and black. So it just, again, Ben said it's all kind of lacking the color of the Upside Down. If you've ever watched the show. But one of the more unique sets that LEGO has ever put out, I think that it can be displayed in 2 different ways, obviously, but you can also break it apart and display it separately. But yeah, I think it was a really, really thoughtful build, a really thoughtful design. Need some help. Oh yeah, because those are the little, I don't even know what you would call it, the goo, if you will. Like it has little...
It's like the hive mind.
Exactly.
The tendrils.
Exactly. So it was a little bit more difficult to put on the bottom of the Lego piece. There are the replica stickers there, the duplicates of the other side.
No.
I was gonna say, what the hell?
I think we decided to put it out and display it because, like, why not?
Yeah, exactly. But again, you can see how we're building it kind of backwards and how that one looks more like your average house versus this one being the upside down. How long did it take us to build this one?
I want to say about 5 or 6 hours. Probably about 6 hours, yeah.
That's not bad.
But we didn't do it all in one sitting. This is
no.
like, we like to take our time with it. We'll do a bag or 2 here.
Yeah,
a bag or 2 there.
Yeah, for the bigger builds, we like to take our time because they're like, I don't know, it's probably one of the, I don't say one of the only things, but really something that we have really started to enjoy together. As you can tell, our YouTube channel has just continued to grow, and as has the case behind you just filled with Lego sets. So we do obviously have some smaller ones that are nice to just kind of sit down and get done. But these bigger ones are nice to take our time with them, and if anything, it takes, if things are going on in our life, it could take up to a month to finish a build just based on the time that we have. But this one was one that we wanted really bad, so I think we really wanted to get it finished to display it.
It's really cool how they use the flat pieces here to make the siding.
Yeah.
Because it's well spaced out, eh? Like,
yeah, and it's like long pieces and half pieces, and then some places you put a long piece and a small piece, and it's opposite at the top. So we've used the little brick pieces in the past, which I'm actually surprised they didn't use. The little 2 pieces that have the brick markings in them. They used it
just for the chimney on this.
Exactly, yeah. But I do think that it definitely represents siding of a house versus like brick. So yeah,
it's very cool.
I agree. In the front yard too, I think there's like is there a swing, a mailbox and stuff at some point? Yeah, really neat.
A little patio furniture.
Yeah, and I think ultimately what I do really love the most is when it's displayed and the upside down is on the bottom. Everything that you put on technically the ground of that side stays suspended. It doesn't fall off. They did a really good job with that. Blue piece instead of gray.
Such a cool set.
It's so cool. And like I said, the impact isn't really there until you put it all together. So you build the 2 houses obviously separately or simultaneously, however you want, but you can see that they're separate.
They even look cool side by side.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you build the tree, and then you kind of put them on the tree, and then you can display it obviously how you want. But yeah, this side was cool because it had a lot of like eerie pieces, like the hive mind pieces that you can see that you put on. But it also had like little tentacle type of things that you kind of put on the outside of the house. Oh, there's 11, there's a little waffle. Yeah, so now we've gone back to the first part, and now we're building them together. Yeah, we're sticking them together.
I think for anyone who collects Lego and you get the opportunity to get the upside down, definitely take the opportunity. This is an excellent set.
Yeah.
And it's great to display.
Ripley's made an appearance. As she is back there too. She's sleeping.
Yeah, this is probably one of the cooler sets in our display.
It really is. Yeah, it's we've definitely come around to sets that are more display worthy, if you will, and this is definitely one of my top favorites. This was one I wanted for a really long time, and then it retired. Like it was off the website. It was hard to find. And actually a small little story was our local guy Jazz had posted a picture of like all the sets he had available, and he was he tends to open just on the weekends, so he posted kind of a large picture of all the sets he had, and this one was hiding underneath one, but Benji could see the code number, so he Googled it to make sure that it was what it was, and then so it wasn't even technically advertised, it was kind of hiding in the back, and so we really had to bargain. We actually ended up we made a deal with him where we'd buy this set, but we also had to help him get rid of another couple small sets that we didn't film building, but we had the little Architecture London set.
Yeah, I think we did shorts on some of them.
Yeah, but we basically had to spend a little bit of extra money for him to even be willing to give it to us. So we're lucky that we got it, because he wasn't even willing to part with it. He had another set that was kind of half of the pieces that he was willing to give to us for a discounted price, and we had said no, we really want the full experience of opening the box and building the full set. So Ben sweet talked him, and we were able to get the set and a couple of other small sets which we built, but this was definitely the one for the books, or the cabinet, if you will.
Yeah, because we bought used sets in the past that came like partially assembled and were missing pieces, so I had to disassemble everything and reorganize it based on bags for the manual so that we could build it the way it's intended to be built. And that's really a labor of love, like to go through piece by piece, order everything you need off of brick lengths, like not something I would do often, but for the right set I may do it again. I
was gonna say, I think at the time, like ultimately we had to. There were the Simpsons sets that Ben is referring to, and those are extremely hard to find, and you're ultimately not gonna find one that's brand new in box, ever. So
yeah, well, you will, but you're gonna pay like $1,000 or more.
Exactly. So we had people who were willing to sell them to us at a fraction of the cost, but they were missing pieces. So like Ben said, it was a labor of love, but
I think it was worth it in the end.
100%.
I absolutely love my Simpsons sets, but it would have to be something I'd be willing to put the time and the money into.
It was a lot of work.
Yeah, hours and hours.
Yeah, and then we had to wait for all the pieces to be delivered, and then they were delivered missing pieces.
Yeah,
it was a whole thing. So the trees here you can see are also like similar to the houses themselves. One part is like lighter brown than the other part. So we just quickly attach them here, and there it is. So that's how it's displayed. You can flip it upside down and display it with the upside down on top. But now you'll see us starting to kind of put the car on, and it'll show how it's actually displayed, which is so neat. It's so cool. I love it so much. It's one of my favorite sets. And like, it really comes together when you put it like that. It really comes together. Oh,
that's it.
That's it. We're done.
Yeah. Thanks so much for watching.
Yeah, thank you
Appreciate
so much.
it. And check out some of our other Lego builds while you're here.
Absolutely. Have any questions? Drop them in the comments below, and we'd be happy to answer them. And yeah, chat with us.
Yeah. Thanks.
Thanks so much.